13.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Watson looks to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Star Lotulelei forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Watson now to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's got a first down as
tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
This time, the extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And the Bills are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball.
All about the numbers, aren't they?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. He finds McCoy. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Justin Reed, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson on the move to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Watson with a give to Miller. He's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action for Miller. Now Watson rolling to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Houston, it's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and goal. One man in the backfield, that's Miller, 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Watson, flush to his right. And it's a touchdown! Deshaun Watson taking it in. And the Texans push further out in front.
But this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he?
It's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Open man, the tight end fails. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Rolling to his left. He'll try and run it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Come on, fellas.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Allen, this for his running back, McCoy. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Allen going to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's caught. It's Thomas. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And is there bad blood here? I mean, go for 2 when you're up that much?
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone, you just don't care about the other side at all. All you care about is what you're doing, and they just want to pile up points.
They did.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back.
On 1st down, Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Allen to throw. Going to throw again. Allen hit. He lost the football. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. The Texans here on 3rd down putting an extra defender in the secondary. So the shotgun snap to Allen. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Here's Allen. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. I'ma run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We are moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the New Orleans Saints. With that, let's get over to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome with the call from New Orleans. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And, Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Check, 47. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They go play action. Cousins. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, here's the run with Cook. And some room to work. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Check 50.
Play fake. Cousins. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 34 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brees flushed out right. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Being chased out left. That's complete to Meredith. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 29, Brees eluding the pressure. Now Brees lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football.
We're going to shut you down.
And how about the big boys showing off the wheels?
Let's face it, anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, and there's a big man with the football, everyone locks in.
All eyes.
Everyone locks in, and the rumbling, you can feel it all the way to the upper reaches of the stands.
There for the sack, Everson Griffin. So Brees is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brees. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it. Back fires, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let him do all the work, and then someone catch him at the end and pass him up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along.
Say goodbye to Laquan Treadwell. Touchdown, Vikings! Laquan Treadwell, 62 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And
under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On second down, Kamara. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. On third and long, it's Breeze. Flush to his right. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. Oh, wide open, complete. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. So on fourth down, a big-time completion, and the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. And Thomas has it. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a first and 10 from the 10. Now Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they...
Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. there to make the grab, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively.